So one of the things that always frightens me a little bit is the more we automate it, particularly if we go into this world, John, you were describing, where you end up having machines themselves driving hypotheses and starting data, the more we're relying on the fact that we can somehow trust machines and the data that they ingest and produce. Greg, would you have that trust in the long run?
Absolutely not. Well, in the long run, yes. In the short run, no.
No. Okay.
We've got a couple of problems, and we heard a little bit of the theme here. First, you've got to get the right information to the right people. We do have information overload at this point, and the big data analytics problem is more data is a good thing. So I'm going to be able to make a better decision on more data. That's not, more is not necessarily better. But the bigger issue is that then goes into the machine. You trust, and the trust of whatever is making those decisions has two problems. One, we really don't have enough history, and we're starting to see that in some of the things that have occurred, whether it's in robotics and in other areas where you trusted the machine, and after a very short period of time, you found out it really wasn't doing what you thought it was doing. Mm-hmm. The bigger problem that we're seeing today is the corruption in the machines because of the cybersecurity problem. The more that we begin to rely on just pretty much everything in the Internet of Things and the world being connected, the more exposed we are. And it's not, the gloom and doom thing, but if we want to take control of your car today, we can do it.
So, but what do you advise governments and firms to do about it? I mean, how are we going to? I mean, this seems to be such an impending major crisis. What are the ways out of it?
Yeah. So, from my viewpoint and from others that I work with viewpoint, first and foremost, the problem has got to be solved in a company from the board of directors down. This has to be a mandate. The best analogy I can think of is, let's go back to the 70s when we had a huge quality problem. The first way to solve that quality problem was we built these big quality teams. We spent a lot of money, and General Motors said, okay, I've got a quality team. I'm going to have quality. After 5 years of trying and a lot of failures, they quickly realized they still didn't have quality. And until corporations like GE and IBM and Motorola and others came along with Six Sigma and other things and said, quality is everybody's problem. And we drove quality into each and every person's job, and then we had quality, or at least better quality. Security is identical. Until we get to the point of acceptance that security isn't a thing over there, for all of us in this room, it's each and every one of our responsibilities.
So, but I mean, you're basically saying security is not a technology problem.
It isn't. It's a people problem. It's absolutely a people problem.